No one was ready for this moment at Vogue World. When Taehyung stepped onto that stage, the entire crowd froze, phones went up, jaws dropped, and even Jungkook couldn't hide that reaction. Fans are calling it one of Taehyung's most iconic appearances ever. But wait until you see what happened right after, because Jungkook's expression? It said everything. Let's break down what really went down that night, and why the internet still can't move on from it. As the lights dimmed at Vogue World, every camera turned toward the runway, but the real spotlight didn't hit until he appeared. Taehyung walked in like he owned the night, dressed in an effortlessly elegant suit that captured every flash of the cameras. His confidence? Untouchable. His aura? Magnetic. Even the crowd, filled with top celebrities and fashion icons, couldn't take their eyes off him. You could literally feel the shift in the atmosphere. That's how powerful his presence was, and somewhere in the audience, Jungkook was watching. The moment Taehyung smiled, Jungkook's reaction went viral, a mix of awe, pride, and something even deeper fans can't stop talking about. What exactly did that look mean? That's where things get interesting. As Taehyung made his way across the runway, the cameras caught something fans couldn't ignore: Jungkook's expression. He wasn't just watching, he was locked in. His eyes followed Taehyung the entire time, like he couldn't believe what he was seeing. When Taehyung turned, smiled, and gave that subtle nod, Jungkook's face softened instantly. It wasn't just admiration, it was connection. Within minutes, that short clip spread across social media. Jungkook's reaction to Taehyung started trending worldwide. Fans flooded the comments, saying things like, "You can see the respect in his eyes," and "That look says it all." But the real story behind that reaction goes deeper, something only those who know their bond could truly understand. To understand Jungkook's reaction that night, you have to go back, years before Vogue World ever happened. Taehyung and Jungkook have shared the same stage, the same struggles, and the same dreams since their trainee days. From late-night practices to moments of quiet support behind the scenes, their bond was built on trust and unspoken understanding. They've seen each other grow, from nervous rookies to global icons. And no matter how busy life got, that connection always found its way back. So when Jungkook saw Taehyung owning the runway, it wasn't just pride, it was memories flashing back. The look in his eyes said, "We made it." And maybe that's why the moment hit so hard for fans. It wasn't just fashion. It was friendship, history, and emotion colliding under the spotlight. After the show, the lights dimmed and the crowd buzzed, but behind the curtains, something even more heartwarming unfolded. Taehyung walked backstage, greeted by stylists, models, and photographers, all praising his performance. But fans with sharp eyes caught one small detail: Jungkook was there too. In a quick clip shared by an insider, you can see Jungkook approach Taehyung with a proud smile. No words, no dramatic gestures, just a pat on the shoulder and a quiet moment of mutual respect. It was short, but powerful. The kind of exchange that says, "You did amazing, I saw everything." Within hours, that clip spread everywhere, with fans saying it was the reunion no one expected, but everyone needed. And honestly, they were right. It wasn't about fame or headlines. It was about two friends celebrating each other's success, silently, sincerely, and beautifully. Within minutes, #Taehyung at Vogue World and #Jungkook reaction shot straight to the top of Twitter's worldwide trends. TikTok was flooded with slow-motion edits, emotional background music, and captions like, "You can't fake that look." Fans began dissecting every tiny detail: Jungkook's smile, Taehyung's glance, even the timing of their eye contact. Some said it was admiration. Others swore it was a silent conversation years in the making. But regardless of how people interpreted it, one thing was certain: that moment meant something. Even fashion blogs, celebrity reporters, and entertainment sites picked it up, calling it the most talked about interaction of the night. Vogue themselves reposted Taehyung's clip with the caption, "A moment that defined elegance and emotion." The world wasn't just watching a show anymore. They were watching a story, one that continues to unfold in ways no one expected. Even days after Vogue World ended, the fashion world still couldn't stop talking about Taehyung. Designers praised his presence as timeless yet bold. Industry insiders said he didn't just walk, he commanded the runway. Every detail, From the cut of his suit to the calm confidence in his expression, screamed luxury and class. Magazines began calling him the face of modern elegance, and within hours, Taehyung's photos dominated fashion headlines. What made it even more powerful was how natural it all seemed. He wasn't trying to impress, he was the moment. Even Jungkook mentioned it briefly in a fan interaction later, smiling as he said, "He looked amazing that night." That one comment alone sent fans into a frenzy, proof that Jungkook was just as proud as everyone watching. It wasn't just about style anymore. It was about impact, how one appearance could shift conversations, redefine elegance, and remind the world that Taehyung isn't just part of the show. Across the world, fans weren't just watching clips, they were feeling them. Thousands took to Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube to express how much that moment meant. You could see the love in their eyes. This is why I'll always support them. It's not just about fame, it's about genuine connection. Some fans even created emotional edits showing Taehyung and Jungkook's journey side by side, from their earliest days on stage to that unforgettable Vogue World night. The videos went viral, gathering millions of views in hours. Others wrote heartfelt letters and fan posts, thanking them for showing what true friendship and mutual respect look like in a world full of pressure and perfection. And the most beautiful part? Both Taehyung and Jungkook seemed to feel that love. A few days later, Taehyung shared a simple post, no caption, just a black and white photo from Vogue World, and Jungkook liked it almost instantly. That tiny digital gesture was enough to send the fandom into overdrive. Because sometimes, the smallest actions carry the deepest meanings. It was clear, no matter where life takes them, their story continues to inspire millions. Days turned into weeks, but the buzz around that night never really faded. Articles kept resurfacing. Fashion critics called Taehyung's presence a masterclass in charisma, while entertainment outlets replayed Jungkook's reaction over and over, calling it the most genuine moment of the event. But beyond the lights, the luxury, and the noise of the internet, this was something bigger. It was about two artists who've grown side by side, quietly supporting each other while the world watched them become legends. That one glance between them at Vogue World wasn't scripted, rehearsed, or planned. It was real. A silent reminder that no matter how high they climb, they'll always recognize each other in the crowd. For fans, it wasn't just an event, it was history. A reminder of why they fell in love with Taehyung and Jungkook in the first place, not just for their talent, but for their heart. And as the lights of Vogue World faded, one thing became clear: Taehyung stunned the world. But Jungkook's reaction made it unforgettable. A single moment that became a memory no one will ever forget. After the storm of trends, headlines, and endless social media loops came the silence, the kind of silence that follows something beautiful. Taehyung went back to his quiet charm, posting art, music, and glimpses of his peaceful days. Jungkook returned to his rhythm too, focusing on his craft, always humble, always present. But every now and then, a clip from Vogue World resurfaces and people pause. "Remember this," someone comments. And suddenly, the emotion floods back. That night wasn't about fame or fashion. It was about connection, two souls who have walked through years of spotlight and struggle, still managing to meet each other's eyes with respect, pride, and warmth. Fans say it best: that moment felt like home. Maybe that's why it still lives rent-free in everyone's heart. Because even when the world moves on, true moments, the real ones,